Hi guys, welcome again to Fire Podcast, Fire Safety Stick, myself and him. Episode, now, is it 6 or 7? Should we say 7?
He knows which one it is, because he told me not to jump in like last time and got the wrong one. So it's episode 6.
Episode 6.
Yeah.
So, what's been happening? Where to start?
Was it a month since the last one?
Yeah, I think it was.
Cool. What happens in a month? Lots of things. Busy, 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 as usual.
Yep.
Which is good. This one's going to be a short one, but no one watches it anyway, so that's fine.
So you think, well, you say that, but actually I've seen on other people's posting about Fire Safety Stick and said, yeah, and they do a podcast as well. So actually, that it is being watched by people.
So my theory of I'm absolutely fine doing this because I think no one's watching is going down the drain.
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Anyway,
so what's been happening around Fire Safety Stick HQ?
Right, we are doing some little tweaks to the office.
Okay.
Some, making it the wall that you see behind us. So we're adding a new part to it. So what was it? New display? I can't remember. Do you know what? I'm having so many problems with my words today. I literally cannot speak.
Sean, do you want me to help you? We're adding another sector on there, which is going to be the equestrian sector.
Yes, and we are having. So we're really pushing hashtag save someone's life.
Yep.
So that's going to be in white coming down that stripe there.
Yep.
That was good. We're getting some painting downstairs as you the entrance to the lobby, where it was very clinical. It was very white because that's my my go-to colour. Don't know what colour to do it. Paint it white.
I think we need to get some plants in here as well because it's looking a little bit clinical in place.
Plastic ones.
Oh, obviously, yeah, because we'll kill them otherwise. So it has to be plastic ones, unfortunately.
Because we're so busy, we forget to water them.
True.
So yes, what else we're doing downstairs? So that's happening. Then we're going to have hashtag save someone's life all the way up the stairs.
Yeah.
So it just brightens it up.
Yeah,
as you
exactly.
come in.
Exactly.
What else is happening? So much going on. I'm super tired.
Yes.
Because I'm still planning on all my trips as well.
You've got to get to Ireland, haven't you?
Got to get to Ireland. Well, I've got Italy, Ireland. I've got 2 trips to Ireland, and there's a few others. So
You're just popping over to these places, aren't you? Yes. That's the excuse. Just popping over. We had an inquiry. I don't know if we've said this one before, but we had an inquiry for, was it the Seychelles?
Yes.
And you said, just go pop over. Yeah,
doesn't wash, actually. No, it doesn't. There was a little bit outside of my area. But anyway, what else is happening? We've got a new member, Damien, has joined us.
Yes.
So he's early days. He's still shy. We're gonna encourage him into the podcast very shortly. Maybe next episode. He'll replace me, which is good.
Oh, if only. You mean just for the podcast?
No. He's here, that's what he's here for. He's here to support me. He's here to take over me while I jet set around, popping over places. No,
definitely not.
Yes.
Okay, well that's great news. And so obviously we've all been busy with upping our marketing a little bit. We've been doing a few campaigns on social media recently.
Yes, so not just our generic stuff, our adverts. So we're just tweaking. We're trying out some stuff, some A/B testing, which is great. But with that, brings our little troll friends out.
Oh,
our haters.
Dealing with the members of the public is brilliant.
It's not members of the public. It's the industry, and I said this right at the beginning. The bigger we get with the brand, the bigger we get. The industry, which fire extinguisher technicians will see this as a threat.
Yeah.
Fire companies will see it as a threat. It's not there to replace your commercial extinguishers. They'll start going, oh, it hasn't got this, it hasn't got that, it doesn't do this, and completely missing the point of the product.
Exactly. Now, I've got to say for a minute, although that said, we do have some fire companies who are distributors who have seen the light and see the picture of it.
Again,
some have seen it.
Yeah.
But
well, again, it's one of the things. And luckily, we kind of knew what we were getting ourselves into. We knew the bigger we get, the stronger the brand gets, the more people that think they're going to be affected, their livelihoods, they're going to go in and go, this is a Mickey Mouse product, it's a toy. Someone called it a toy, it's fantastic. I'd love, and this is one thing I have spoken to marketing, let's get a montage of all the stuff that it saved, the cars, the caravans,
the success stories.
All the success stories.
Yeah.
And all we have to do is just go, look, do you know what, it's fine, you hate it.
Yeah.
We don't want to to upset anyone. But look, if you think it's such a toy, look at all the success it's done, and where either traditional ones haven't, or people have used it wrong, or used the traditional extinguishers wrong, or haven't had it serviced. We are not there to say that traditional extinguishers are rubbish.
I think the other thing I just want to add on this, just briefly, for those that may not already be aware, many of you will be aware, is our background, especially your background, is actually from a fire safety company dealing with commercial extinguishers, being one of the others, so to speak.
Again, listen, it was no one and none of this company is ever saying that traditional extinguishers are rubbish. It's not.
No.
It's just the market that we're aiming for, the people that we're aiming for, is people that don't have a traditional extinguisher serviced, or they're trained on it, or it's easy to hand, or they have to think, or which one am I using?
Exactly.
It is to take that away. Our vision is to get this get this.
We can cut live, you say?
Live? Well, no, don't do live. Our vision is to get this product underneath every kitchen sink in the UK and Ireland.
Yeah.
Because it's a easy to hand product that takes the guesswork out of what extinguisher to pick up. It will never make the fire worse. Mm-hmm. It's catching the fire at the small early stage, not when the burning building. It's too late. If it's safe to do so and the fire's already started, activate it, leave it behind, shut the door as you're getting out to safety. It's going to repress. Again, we got picked up on this.
Yes.
Someone getting the dictionary out going, repress, you mean suppress? No. Repress means holding it back. Suppress is extinguish via suppression. There's so many variables there that we can't say suppress. It's repress because it's not allowing it to spread as fast. It's buying you extra time to get out, extra time for the fire brigade to get in. You shouldn't be going tackling big out of control fires.
So just to clarify a little bit, that is that obviously you can hold the stick and you can be pointing it out of the fire, and depending on the size of the fire to begin with, that should extinguish the fire. Absolutely, like any extinguisher would do. Or
no bigger than the waste paper bin.
Correct. Now, when we're talking about repress, it's about, because this is the advantage of fire safety, as many of you know, activating it, leaving it in that confined space, you going out to safety, and while you've left it in there, it's still discharging, repressing the fire. And that's the point, isn't it?
Yes. But it's all good fun.
Exactly.
We do love our trolls. It's the same ones as well, come around and round and round again. But anyway, it is what it is. We're going to get more.
Absolutely. And I think...
Just to clarify, right? Let's just clarify this. Laptop, or, I don't know, toaster, or microwave, or, something that... you're sitting there, your toaster, you burn your toast, grill. I do a lot of grill fires. I don't know why I keep on this garlic bread. I always do it. But you're in there, you see smoke, you start seeing flames, activate it, put it out. Small fire. If you're coming back into the room and the whole thing's alight already, and it's too big, don't do it. Don't be tackling it. That's what the fire brigade. You get yourself out to safety, because God knows what you're breathing in there and what's on fire. It's to catch it early. It's a tool to catch it early.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
That's the case for any extinguisher. Extinguisher there is to catch it at very early stages. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think obviously, now understandably, with the fire safety, because it's such a totally different system, it's a totally unique system, people will have those questions over it, But even where we've made it, we believe we've made it crystal clear in the communication to them one from another, they still don't believe it.
No, they see it as a threat. But anyway, it's not a threat. This is another tool in you're fighting fire. Our job is to make people more fire.
Basically.
Our job is to make more people of fire aware around domestic properties. We're doing it through people's passions, like classic cars, caravans. So it's a no-brainer for a caravan or a classic car, because it doesn't take up space, it doesn't leave mess on the engine. It's done so many engine fires, it's unbelievable, and it works really well.
Yeah,
it's a tool. Our message is, well, actually, look, it's a no-brainer for your car. Why not have one at home as well? Just not about your car. Again, it's breaking them barriers down. It's not there to replace your traditional ones who are trained how to use them, are serviced every year. Of course, that's going to be putting out a bigger fire than what the fire safety stick could do. But that's a completely different ball game. You are trained. You're there to fight a fire. You're almost a fireman. But that's not what it's for.
Exactly.
You're not going to see a fireman run around trying to put your house out, turning up on the blue lights with a fire stick.
The other thing
Big hoses.
The other thing I want to add as well briefly is it's quite funny because whenever we get these haters, let's call them, these trolls, let's call them, whatever. And we
People with different opinions.
Okay, then I'll be polite then. Fair enough, I accept that. And we said, do you know what? Fair enough, you don't understand it. Come and visit us. We'll show it to you. We'll demonstrate it to you. Let us explain it to you. And they go very quiet at that point, don't they?
Do you know what? No, actually, saying that, we have had a few that once they've come in, they've understood what we're trying to do, why we're trying to do it. They actually go, oh yeah, I see where you're going with it. Well, and again, it might be our marketing isn't actually clear enough, so we're always going to be tweaking. Andrew's looking, going,
whoa, back up there.
I'm head of marketing here.
Yeah.
No, but again, we just learn.
Yes,
we just learn,
true.
we tweak it. If someone's got an opinion of how we can pass that message on quicker, better, it's part of the podcast, we can get the personalities over.
And also, we're doing more and more fire safety education. In other words, it's not necessarily about plugging the product. It is also about, do you know what? Power extinguishers, used correctly, absolutely great. And this is what you should be doing, and this is what you shouldn't be doing. Do you know what? So we will try and add fire safety education generally for it.
Again, look, the caveat here. I say this to all our visitors that come here. I can put out a fire quicker with a traditional extinguisher than I can with a fire safety stick.
This is why he's not head of marketing.
But the thing is, reality. I've got 20 years experience doing it. I train people how to do it. Of course, I'm going to pick up the right one on the right type of fire and use the right technique.
Yeah.
My product's service, but that's a bigger fire. I'm going to tackle a bigger fire.
And that's you.
That's me. This isn't for me. I would use this 100%. This is under my kitchen sink. This is protecting my family. But I wouldn't put a traditional extinguisher in my kitchen and get my wife to do it. Number one, I probably wouldn't service it because I'll forget. Even when I had my own engineers in my old company servicing all our. You would always leave. You would always forget to bring the one in to get it serviced and bring it back home. It just doesn't happen.
And then you've also got, okay, if you're there, great. But if not, you've got the risk of the person picking up an extinguisher. Oh, it's an extinguisher, isn't it? And using it in the kitchen. Yeah. Devastating effects.
Listen, do you know what? The place is on fire, so you're going to be devastating anyway.
Priority.
But it's potentially using it on the wrong technique, using the wrong one on the wrong fire, making it worse, putting yourself in danger. That's why the fire brigade say, just get out. Yeah. Get out, because they don't want to be there rescuing you as well as putting the fire out because you've used the wrong extinguisher or the extinguisher's not been serviced, for example, and you go in there, put yourself in danger, and then when you squeeze, you've only got 3 or 4 seconds because it hasn't been serviced. So
in that case, you get the fire safety stick, you leave it there and let it to repress the fire.
Yeah, repress it, or the fires, you call it early. Call it early. And we're not talking about explosions, we're talking about smoke, small flames. Oh, it's getting a bit big. Oh, put it out. Job done. Get your toaster, shove it out. Get your microwave, shove it out. Or whatever it is. That's why we're in line with do not fight any fire bigger than a waste paper bin.
Yes.
So let's be safe. Now, positive stuff.
Yes, come on.
Get the negative out of the way.
Okay.
Positive stuff. Right, so is it in shot? I don't actually know if it's in shot. So if it is,
well, hang on. It's in shot if you're watching this video. If you're listening to the podcast, it won't be in shot because they won't be able to see it. But for the benefit of our listeners out there, we currently have one of our retail units, basically
countertop displays.
Exactly, point of sale unit. So
we are literally having these sent out left, right, and centre. So it's a massive uptake on the point of sale. Yep. This is the large one. There's a 3.1, slightly bigger to fit on most countertops.
So this one holds 6 boxes of fire safety stick for demonstration purposes, and there's like a backing board to it, which obviously gives you a bit more information.
Always
about
empty.
the product.
So we always provide them with empty ones, the real stock behind the counter in case someone nicks them.
The fire safety stick is light, but it's not that light.
Not that light. But we've got 2 backings. We've got you pull that away, and you've got the screen. So
in fact, I'll tell you, if you want to grab that and just bring that a little bit closer,
so I'll spin it around.
You might be able to see a bit more. You might be able to see the
we can upload any video on here as well.
Exactly.
So depending on what industry, that's really, really. I'm super proud of that.
Yeah. You can leave it off if you want to. Oh, you put it back on if you want.
All right, I'll leave it out. All right, marketing. Put it there. There you go. It's really good, isn't it?
Exactly.
Again, I'll just put it out of shot. Hold on.
There you go.
It's going to be in my way now. Okay. So that's really good.
Yes.
I'm enjoying that. That's actually so much more popular than the floor stand.
Yes. Well, obviously because it counts space for.
And the cells, if you have the countertop, so if you're a distributor looking at stocking the fire safety stick, hands down the countertop display with monitor outsells the floor stand.
Oh, yes.
Because our job is to make sure the person behind the counter knows all about it and the staff know about it. That's why we pick smaller units rather than your B&Qs and places like that, so they can give the education to the customer. But they're buying their bits, they see the video, they want it's intriguing, want to know it's quite catchy. They tell them the benefits and job's done. It's especially in lots of different markets and that we're covering, so it's really good. Super proud of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else have we got to cover?
I don't know. Do you know what? I think we've been cracking on a little bit today, haven't we?
Sorry about the rant. Sorry.
You should have seen him on Monday morning when he came in about all of this. Well, actually, to be fair, we were communicating each other over the weekend about this because it was like, have you seen this? Have you seen that?
Yeah. No, do you know what? It is what it is. Carry on.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point, it's just going to be a case of adopt it, use it as a complementary product.
Yeah.
It's not a replacement.
Yeah.
From a commercial point of view, when it comes to your fire companies that have got service engineers, at some point they will see this as an added benefit.
Exactly.
Cool.
There we go. Shall we wrap this one up?
Yeah. How many takes are we going to have to do on this one?
Well, this is our fourth one, so hopefully we should get it on the fourth one, maybe.
It's not the first one.
It is actually. It's a bit of a unique one for us, isn't it?
It's because I think no one's listening. If I think no one's listening or watching, I'm absolutely fine.
Right.
If as soon as I start thinking and looking at the camera, I'll get all nervous and then I'll start...
Guys, if any of you are actually watching this on YouTube...
It's no one watching.
Can you put a comment in there? And obviously give us a like and subscribe because obviously we have to do that. That's a standard thing, isn't it? Do a thumbs up. But yeah, put a comment on there and just say...
We're not watching.
They're not watching. Okay, then fair enough then.
And that's all it is for me and him.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Done, look at that. I'm out of here.